Miss Simmons,
Urban.
Urban.
Right out of the gate, threats, alcohol, and trespassing? Buckle up, because this hearing is about to turn into a legal roller coaster. And yes, we'll break down what criminal trespass actually means in just a moment.
We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You now stand charged with the offense of criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
Yes, Judge.
Criminal trespass in Texas? That's no joke. Under Section 30.05 of the Penal Code, it's enough if someone enters or remains on property without consent, even if they used to have the right to be there. And threatening to beat someone over it? That escalates things fast.
The officer was dispatched to a club in Harris County, Texas in response to a disturbance. The complainant, an employee of the club, told officers that she had asked the defendant to leave and the defendant refused. The defendant had been trespassed by another officer the day prior, and the complainant stated the defendant continues to return to the location. During the incident, when the complainant told the defendant to leave, the defendant stated, "Leave me alone or I will hit you in the head." The defendant told officers that everyone at the location was trespassing.
Listen to the judge here. This isn't just a slap on the wrist. She was specifically warned not to pick up new charges. It's like violating probation before the ink dries. You can almost hear the disappointment and frustration oozing from the bench.
And that she should have been given a pink paper in order to be trespassed.
Okay, ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. You've picked up a new case. The only thing I asked you to do was not pick up a new case, and now you've done it. So what happens now? Corey?
Judge, I'm going to ask for you to allow her to remain on bond. The state hasn't filed, if that's what you're getting at. The state hasn't, the state hasn't filed a motion to revoke bond. I'm not prepared for it. If they have, ask for time for a hearing to be set, so we can, have a hearing based on evidence. She hasn't violated the bond conditions, from the previous.
Here's a critical moment. The judge is weighing safety over leniency. Bond isn't about second chances. It's about whether the community is safe while you're out. So when the court hears threats like, "I'll hit you in the head," that weighs heavy on the scale.
As far as they relate to going to the housing authority.
Though. One of the conditions is behave yourself, give no facts or rise to probable cause that you violate any new laws. She's now picked up a new case.
What is related to your very specific orders about her not to go back to the address where her apartment was, or the Houston Housing Authority address. She's complied with those terms.
But if I let her go now, that's enabling this behavior and telling her it's okay.
Well, Judge, I think it would be punitive if you put her in jail, as opposed. Well, that's not the purpose of bond, right? It's community safety and the community.
She's threatening people allegedly there to beat them in the head. She won't leave.
That's hearsay. Let me do the talking.
Taking you into custody, man.
Judge, that's hearsay. I think we're entitled to a hearing.
Yes, I'll give you a hearing. Sure, whatever you want.
My arm is broke.
I don't know how else.
Now we're shifting into bond conditions, and this part's important. GPS monitor, curfew, drug tests, the works. This isn't punishment, it's risk management. And if she slips, jail is just a missed test away.
She's gonna do whatever she wants to do. How am I supposed to handle it?
I'm not a threat to the community, so I'm not understanding, and as I said, that is hearsay. Is there any way, can you subpoena the cameras? Because I didn't threaten anybody, and there is also multiple witnesses that was there as well.
Sure, so that's my job, that's not the judge's job, and I'll do that just like I've done for the previous case.
So,
Judge, can we allow her to remain on bond until we have an actual hearing following the rules?
I haven't been around
following the rules of evidence for bond revocations.
Here's what we'll do, Corey. What I'm going to do is I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test now. If you fail to take the test, if you fail to do what you're supposed to do, I am going to revoke your bond and put you in jail. I'm now putting a GPS monitor on you, and I'm giving you a curfew of 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Do you understand?
Hey, 1 second. I'm homeless because they have refused to let me back into my apartment.
I'm not going to talk to you. This is not a negotiation.
No, I'm not.
Either you follow the conditions of bond, or I'm going to revoke it and put you in jail.
Okay.
This is better than being in
whatever
jail,
you want.
unless you want to be in jail.
Your lawyer's asking me not to put you in jail now.
Well, how long would I be in jail?
Case.
Until November the 22nd?
No, I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test now. We are going to reset this case until Monday. You were to come back Monday so we can address it. In the
I
interim,
did consume alcohol, well, not anytime soon, so that's fine.
I want you to listen. I'm going to put a GPS monitor on you, and I'm giving you a curfew of 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Do you understand?
Where is my curfew supposed to be from is the question. Because if I'm currently homeless and I am sleeping on the city streets, residing, because they refuse to let me back.
Homelessness adds a serious twist here. Courts often assume defendants have a stable home base for monitoring. But what happens when someone has no address? It exposes a major flaw in our system, where compliance becomes nearly impossible for the unhoused.
Into my apartment.
I
Where
know what you're doing.
is that supposed to be at?
That's what these conditions I'm giving you, ma'am.
It'll be within an exclusion zone. We do GPS within exclusion zones. Since we
Sure.
Have a permanent
Oh, okay.
address in.
But I don't. I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. And I'm going to randomly test you. But I'm saying you now for a test, you're to come back Monday. Do you understand?
That's fine.
Okay. I'm giving you a monitor on your ankle. I don't want you going to any clubs, bars, or any things of this nature. Do you understand?
That's fine.
Thank you, Judge.
See you Monday.
Yes, sir.
And I'm sending her now for a test. I want to know what, if anything,
Where do I go to take this test?
she'll tell you.
Curfew's 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. Okay, so if she's homeless, we need a home base for the GPS to observe people.
That's what I was trying to say.
She's got to live in somewhere. Got to be
I
living.
don't have friends or family or nothing, so that's what I'm saying.
You put your head somewhere down at night.
Yeah, on the city streets.
We'll get an address for it. Thank you, Judge. It's better than jail.